one. Check one. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Mangal Murati Ram Dulare आन पड़ा अब तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो कल्याण मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारी आन पराओ तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हे महावीर करो कल्याण हे महावीर करो जगवंदन केशरी नंदन हे जगवंदन केशरी नंदन कष्ट हरो हे कृपा निधान कष्ट हरो हे कृपा निधान मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारी आन पराब तेरे द्वारे हे बजरंग बली हनुमान हनुमत बीड़ा, नाशे रोग हरे सब पीड़ा। तेरा सुमिरन हनुमत बीड़ा, नाशे रोग हरे सब पीड़ा। राम लखन सीता मन बसिया, राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। शरण पड़ेगा कीजिए ध्यान, शरण पड़ेगा कीजिए ध्यान। मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन पड़ा अब तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण, हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय। Let me recognize in our audience again tonight Pandit Vishnudat Maharaj ji and his Dharam Patni. Yesterday they celebrated their 59th wedding anniversary. Amazing. They were married in 1956. That time I wasn't even my dream yet. All right. I also want to recognize in our audience a very well-known singer from Trinidad and Tobago who now resides in New York. I'm sure all of you would have heard the name. Well, I heard the name while I was growing up. Mr. Lalchan Rafi Singh. Have you heard that name? Lalchan ji, yes. Lalchan ji is here with us. So we'll ask him to sing 2 bhajans and then we'll start Gita. Okay? This man won the Mastana Bahar Krasida Muruka way back in the 70s, isn't it?
वर्णानाम् अर्थ संघानाम् रसानाम् छन्दसामपि मङ्गलानाम् च कर्तारो वन्दे वाणी विनायकौ सजल जलदनीलम् दर्शितो दारशीलम् करतल धृत शैलम वेणुवाद्य रसालम ब्रजजन कुलपालम कामिनी केलिलोलम तरुणी तुलसीमालम नौमी गोपाल बालम गजाननम भूतगणाधिसेवितम कपित्त जम्बो फलसार भक्षणम उमासुतम शोक विनाशिकारक्रम नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पाद पंकजम। गणपति का पूजन घर घर में होता है। उनके अद्भुत स्वरूप के बारे में कई कथाएं परिचित है। गणपति का स्वरूप हाथी जैसा क्यों है, इसकी एक कथा यही है। सतयुग की एक बात बताएं, गिरिजासुत की कथा सुनाए। सतयुग की एक बात बताएं, गिरिजासुत की कथा सुनाए। जगत एक माटी की बनाई, प्राण प्रतिष्ठा उसमें कराई, बोली किसी को आने न देना, जब तक न आदेश सुनाई। शरीर की एक बात बताए, गीता सुत की कथा सुनाए। शंकर जी पधारे और बालक ने रोके द्वारे, शिव ने कोप किया तब भारी, लय त्रिशूल निज सुख पे चलाई। शरीर की एक बात बताए, गिरिजा सुत की कथा सुनाए। मुख ना सोए, सृष्टि खोल के देखा शिव ने, ऐसे तो गज सुत ही पाई। सतयुग की एक बात बताए, गिरा सुत की कथा सुनाए। प्रभु गज सुत का बालक को नव जन्म दिलाया, उस दिन से बन गए गजानन, उस दिन से बन गए गजानन, श्री गणेश गणपति कहलाए। शरीर की एक बात बताए, गीता सुत की कथा सुनाए। गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा, जय गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा, जय गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा, जय गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा, जय गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा, जय गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा, जय गणपति जय जय गजानन, जय जय गणेश गणराजा। एक और हो जाए बाबा। वसुदेव सुतं देवं कंस चाणूरमर्दनं, देवकी परमानंदं, कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं। कान्हा कन्हैया नंदलाला, ओ मुरली वाला, ऐसी बजाई मुरली, मुरलिया जादू भरी। कान्हा कन्हैया नंदलाला, ओ मुरली वाला, ऐसी बजाई मुरली, मुरलिया जादू भरी। देखो कुंवर कन्हाई, कैसी रास रचाई। देखो कुंवर कन्हाई, कैसी रास रचाई। ऐसी तान सुनाई, सुध बुध सब बिसराई। ओ छैला निराला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसी बजाई मुरली मुरलिया जादू भरी गाना कन्हैया नंदलाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे बजाई मुरली मुरलिया जादू भरी कृष्ण मुरारी गोवर्धन गिरधारी कान्हा कृष्ण मुरारी गोवर्धन गिरधारी काहे मटकी भोरी सुनते मीठी गारी आहे भरे ब्रजबाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसी बजाई मुरली मुरलिया जादू भरी कान्हा कन्हैया नंदलाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे बजाई मुरली मुरलिया जादू भरी चोर दुलारा नटखट सबका प्यारा माखन चोर दुलारा नटखट सबका प्यारा मनमोहन मन भावन नाम रटे जग सारा माधव मुकुंद मतवाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसी बजाई मुरली मुरलिया जादू भरी कान्हा कन्हैया नंदलाला ओ मुरली वाला ऐसे बजाई मुरली मुरलिया जादू भरी मुरलिया जादू भरी मुरलिया जादू भरी।
बोले कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन गदितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवती अष्टादशाध्यायिनी अम्ब त्वामनुसन्नधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दार्यतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् हरि ओम्। few names of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Everybody should try and join. Jai Radha Madhav Kunj Vihari.
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ
गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन
यमुना तीरवन चारी
यमुना तीरवनचारी
यमुना तीरवन चारी
यमुना
वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी
जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
हरे राम 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। If you are joining us tonight for the first time, we are seeing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15. And last night when we left it, we had reached verse number 9. We finished verse number 9. So let me tell you what is going on in Bhagavad Gita. In Bhagavad Gita in general, not just chapter 15, but the Gita is not just an ordinary text. It's not something for just perusal like that, Gita is that text which wants us to become a very strong and robust sadhaka. Sadhaka means a spiritual aspirant. Not just, even here, when people come, I've seen on social media and all, people say, I'm going Ramayana. But you can't be going Ramayana, this is the Gita. So when we say, you see, first of all, the person doesn't even know where they are going and for what. I'm going Ramayana. Arey bhai, this is not a story. Bhagavad Gita is not about any story and all. The story also of Ramayana is so powerful, but people only know the story. They don't go deep into that. Whatever is there in this Gita is also taught in Ramayana, but through a story. But everybody knows the story good. Ram killed Ravan. भगवान श्री राम ने रावण को मारा. क्यों मारा? Why kill him? क्योंकि उसने इनकी नारी चुराई. Because he stole his wife. इसलिए वो लंका जाके रावण को मारा. He gone Lanka and he killed रावण. और वो वन में क्या कर रहे थे? What he was doing in the forest? उसकी एक माँ थी जिसकी नाम कैकेयी. He had a mother whose name was Kaikeyi. She banished him in the forest. So everybody know that story well good. And they wait for Ramlila and go and shoot Ravan and burn him down. Bhagavad Gita is not like that. This text itself, oh, what powerful verses are there inside there. Naropamasya hatotopalabhyate nanto nachadirna cha sampratishta. People come and live in this world and walk through, and just like any of the other species, the bird, the parrot, the donkey, the goat, they come, eat, sleep, mate, procreate, they're gone. There's the more vast majority of humanity. That's exactly what they do. And even if you get into the power struggle and the politics and economics and all the other things in the nation, all the same thing. Because that's a struggle for survival, isn't it? Struggle for dominance. In the animal kingdom, there's a pecking order in the animal system. You know that? In all of the animal system, there's a pecking order. Or among birds, there's a pecking order. And not big and small. Sometimes like a little kiskiri. But when he see a chicken hawk, he give him thunder. Because that chicken hawk can't maneuver fast like the kiskiri. So the pecking order, the chicken hawk is lower than the kiskiri. You know the kiskiri is only about 150 size. There's a pecking order there in nature also. I told you last night, when the lion come out, who is the king of the jungle? Everybody has to say, you is the king of the jungle. He's the boss. So in society among men also, some people, they fight for power and they fight for dominance and based on anything. And they become, powerful and all that. And then they use that power to oppress others and to steal from others and embezzle and swindle and all the other things and stash it in Panama. Right? Until the papers come out. 11 million. But they use the power and the dominance and all. So whatever is there, the pecking order in the animal kingdom is exactly the same thing in the human beings. Once they get into power there, they're higher in the pecking order now. They dominate. So what is the difference between animal and human being then? Herein in this Bhagavad Gita is where we'll find that difference. The one who is able to really become a serious sadhak and to transcend this worldliness. That this 15th chapter beyond like that. To transcend worldliness. Okay. All what we just talk about is only worldliness. People use religion also for worldliness. Amazing thing. You take a look at all the great religious leaders in America, and you'll see what kind of mansions and private jets and ranches and millions of dollars and all sorts of luxuries and all that. Religion also is used for only right there in Trinidad also. This is Bhagavad Gita is not about that. Bhagavad Gita is about you being seriously attached to God and pursuing this spiritual path without any compromise and reservations. Abandon. We saw that in the third verse. Asanga shastrena dhrena chitva. Having cut asunder all your ties to this material world. Anybody who is ready to take up that challenge, Bhagavad Gita is for that person. If you're not ready for that, go into politics. You have plenty of opportunity, isn't it? A lot of opportunity there. You could start by the councillor level in your village. Or party group. You work your way up. Please pay attention to this. Now, Bhagavad Gita is about serious spirituality. Because Sarvopanishado Gavo, this is the milk of all the Upanishads. The highest spiritual and philosophical scriptures you will ever encounter on the face of the earth. So it is for serious sadhakas. And there is no need to use scriptures and religion and shastras and all of these things for material benefit. They are not meant for that. You don't need scriptures, you don't need God, you don't need religion, you don't need spirituality, anything for material advancement in this world. There are millions of atheists who never believe in God and they became multimillionaires and all. Were you studying about God? God, please let me win the lottery now. And one man begging, Bhagavan, let me win the lottery now. Every day begging, Bhagavan, let me win the lottery now. Let me win the lottery now. Yes, pass. Bhagavan get fed up with it. He said, at least go and buy a ticket now. For years he asking Bhagavan to win lottery. He never even buy a ticket. He want to do nothing. He want Bhagavan must come and deposit the money home. Where is this? And one man tell you, Bhagavan, he said, Prabhu, you see, these are a demonstration of people that use religion for worldly advancement. Getting money and getting rich. You don't need Bhagavan. And let me tell you, all the rich people, they are even nowhere close to Bhagavan. He's telling Bhagavan, he said, Prabhu, he said, if you let me win the lottery, I'll give half to your temple. If you allow me to win the lottery, I'll give half to your temple. So he buy the ticket and he win the second prize. When he watched the second, he said, I win second prize. He said, Prabhu, what happened? You didn't trust me, you take your half already. Temple again? None. So, Bhagavad Gita is not about this worldliness and people using religion to become, prosperous in the world and all that. That's not Gita. And none of the Shastras actually are designed like that. These Shastras are meant for those who are interested in moksha, merging with Bhagavan, becoming one with Him. Serious spirituality. Discovering your inner core, which is of nature of Sat-Chit, Ananda. That is what the scriptures are for. Nothing else. So when we left it last night, we saw Bhagavan was describing. Now we have to study slowly. See, you can't expect to. Well, you now gone in preschool and you want to get a PhD the next day. Well, if you want to get a PhD, you have to go to preschool first year, second year, then you go to primary school first year, second year, standard 1, standard 2, you go through all the standard and all that kind of thing. Then you go to high school. Then, university, High school, I mean, on top of the hill, High school mean, higher than primary school. Then university, undergraduate, master's, then only you go to PhD. First day you go in primary school, you want to get PhD. You have to study slowly. So yesterday we saw Bhagavan was relating slowly about the nature of the jiva. nature of the world, nature of the jiva, and all that sort of thing. Jiva is the one who is living in his body. Please pay attention to that. And I told you last night, and what you have to do, you have terminologies in Sanskrit that are your inheritance. You start using those terminologies. Because the English terminologies, they never mean the same thing. One word in Sanskrit will have so much of connotation that an English word could never capture. So instead of saying the soul, which is an English word which means nothing, nobody in the English language could explain to me what that word means up till today. You ask 10 different people, you get 10 different answer. What is the meaning of soul? And everybody using it. The one who living inside his body is called in Sanskrit as jiva. Jiva. So start using the word. See, the jiva left. Jiva left the body. That's the word. And Tulsidas uses this word in Ramayana all the time, so you know it's not a new word for you. Here Tulsidas, you all know this. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. 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 Ishwar Ams Jeeva Avinashi. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Rama. Chetan Amal Sahaj Sukh Rashi. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Rama. Ishwar Ams Jeeva Avinashi. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Chetan Amal Sahaj Sukh Rashi. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Whatever is being taught in this Bhagavad Gita, I am telling you, it is taught in Ramayana also. Only because it is there, hidden inside the story. But people get easily caught up with the story, you know. People like story. That's also not bad, that's good. We like story too. And then we like to tell story too. But human beings are like that. So there Tulsidas is saying, Ishwara Amsa Jiva Avinashi. The Jiva, who is living inside his body, he is Avinashi. Avinashi, imperishable. Imperishable. It means he never dies. That is the same thing which is taught in the second chapter of Gita, you see. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam puranaha. All this is taught very clearly in Gita. So same teaching, no difference. So that word, jiva, the one who is living inside his body, Bhagavan says, he comes here, he dwells in his body for a little time, and when the time over, everything has time in this world, na? In this world, everything is time bound. What is not time bound? Everything is time bound. Everything will come to an end. Anything that started will come to an end. This is the rule. This is the rule of Upanishad. Anything which had a beginning will have an end. This jiva has no beginning and no end. It's beginningless. Anati. In Sanskrit it is called. This body had a beginning because the body was born in 19 something. Yeah. Because I'm not referring only to my body, I'm referring to all bodies. I can't just give one. Everybody was born on different day, na? So, the body had a beginning. So if the body had a beginning, that means the body will have an end. And if the jiva came into this body at a particular time, because that is time bound, he will also have to leave at a particular time. You see? So that is the discussion which is going on here. What is jiva? And while he is inside his body, he is using his mind and five senses, and he is scoping out the world. And now with that, he is saying, this thing nice. And this one ugly, I don't want this one. And when you go shopping, people like them kind of thing. They want to watch. And people don't want to go in a shop where you only have 2 kind of shoes. You must have 100 different types there, isn't it? So you want to choose from that. If you got 2 shoes, 2 types of shoes only in that shop, who will go there? He like variety. Variety is the spice of life. So you want so much, it means the eyes want to see many. You go on there, you only have 1 kurta. What kind of shop is this? What kind of store is only 1 kurta? And look at the collar too. You want to go different sizes, different colors with embroidery, and you want to see so many different patterns, isn't it? So the eyes like that. Yeah. When you go to buy music, a CD for music or something, you must have plenty there. One thing he's selling there. Gulup, gulup. Gulup, gulup. One kind of CD he's selling. Nobody like that. Variety. The heirs want to hear. So this is what the jiva, instead of the jiva turning and asking, from where have I come? What is my nature? Where do I have to go? What is my purpose here? That jiva doesn't turn to ask that. The jiva turns outside through the senses and when he watching all about to see what nice, what are nice, what flashy, what not flashy, what attractive, what not attractive. We say, what not attractive, we turn the eye from that. What attractive, we turn the eye toward that. You see? This is what the jiva does, the whole life. And so he knows all the things about the world, well good. And the thing to know about the world that he don't know. Means all the superficial things about the world he knows. And last night we saw, one of the previous night, how everything in the world changing. I told you that the previous night. Everything, but that he don't pay attention to. He expects that everything in the world must be the same. Huh? So the wife tell him, look, when I married you, your belly was so flat. She telling the husband, now look, what's your belly? Dal belly. Where you expect the man to remain the same? He must change the nature of the world. So this is the kind of thing what's going on. And that'll go the other way too. Huh? The husband telling the wife also. So what you expect me? You want me to be pretty my whole life? She go tell him. I must get old too. So, the thing to learn about this world fleeting, ephemeral, transient. Change. 1 minute is like this, next minute, that thing he don't pay attention to. But he paying attention to all the other things, where he could get, where he can't get, and what, and how to get it, and who to outdo, and how to win the rat race, and all that kind of thing. He planning how to win the rat race. But Mahatma say, even if you win the rat race, you're still a rat. You go change. Okay, so now Bhagavan talks about these 2 types of people. Those who pay attention to the subtler things in the world, the important things in the world, and those who pay attention only to worldly things. That is in verse number 10. Now see that. Chapter 15, verse number 10. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Vapi Punjanam Vagunanvitam.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Vimudhananupashyanti Pashyanti Jnana Chakshushaha.
Shri Krishna Sharanam
नैनं पश्यन्त्य चेतसः
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Bhagavan lists two type of people in this verse. One is called as Vimudha, a plural. Vimudha means totally deluded, worldly to the bone. You have something like Trinity to the bone? Well, worldly to the bone. Vimudha. You all have heard this word already. Eh? Everybody here heard this word already. See this word. Tell me if you haven't heard. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja
गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं
Govindam, Bhaja Muramate.
गोविन्दं भज मूलमते
Samprapte Sannihite Kale.
सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले
Nahi nahi rakshati dukran karane.
नहि नहि रक्षति दुष्कृङ्करणे
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam.
भज गोविन्दं भज गोविन्दं
Govindam, Bhaja Muramate.
गोविन्दं भज मूलमते
Govindam, Bhaja Muramate.
गोविन्दं भज मूलमते
Govindam Bhaja Murhamate. This very famous first verse of Bhaja Govindam of Shankaracharya. You have heard this thing so many times. That Murha means one who is dull-witted, deluded, like that, right? Murha Mate. Murha. Bhagwan, yeah. This fellow, Bhagwan put, in Trinidad we say up downward. Eh? Not just mere Murha here. Vimurha. Vimurha means Visheshena Murha. Visheshena Murha means man is thoroughly well deluded to the bone. Worldly to the bone. Visheshena Murha. You take it a step a notch higher. And the second type of person he talks about is Jnana Chakshushaha. That is also plural. It looks like singular. The Jnana Chakshushaha means those who have the eye of wisdom, the eye of knowledge. Those are the two types of people. And one is acquired through the study of Bhagavad Gita, and the other one, you don't have to do nothing to acquire that. You're born with that, yes. Because look here, a child, right, when he's born, he know nothing. Where you know? That fella even know which end of the spoon to eat with. Isn't it? You have to show him every little thing. No. And what's that if you're born in China and thing? When you give him two chopstick, he know what he to do. Spoon you might be able to figure it out. This side thin and this side big. You take out the food. You give you a chopstick now. Two old lady going to a Chinese restaurant for the first time. You have plenty Chinese restaurant open all about. So Chinese restaurant open somewhere in Devi. We don't know about Chinese restaurant and they don't know about doubles and baigani. So they go and sit down in the Chinese restaurant. The waiter bring two chopstick and he put it two chopstick here, two chopstick there. Two of them watching that. One telling the next one, I thought we come here to eat. I didn't think we come here to knit. They're looking like knitting needles. They know. You see, when the child is born, he know nothing. See, old people know. What the child gonna know? You have to teach him every single thing. So we born deluded. It is true the study of the Bhagavad Gita. That is why the child is to be sent to Gurukul, because in the home also he will remain deluded. In the home, because of dular, he will remain deluded only. Too much of dular. Who is in the spoil children? Not the children themselves, parents. The biggest problem we have in the nation today is because of the absence of parenting. The parents leave the children to be brought up by the internet, to be brought up by television, to be brought up by the community, to be brought up by the neighbor. The absence of parenting, there's a dearth of parenting, a neglect of parenting. Parents not taking care of their children. So that parent is supposed to impart to that child all the proper values and all that. They don't. So therefore, the rishis knew that. They said, okay, this boy has 7 years now, bring him in the Gurukul. You have to stay here for the next 20 years. Or 12 years or whatever. Stay in the Gurukul, depending on what age they come there. They have to stay till 25. So, there in that Gurukul, he was taught all about his spirituality and all. So he will not become only worldly in his orientation. But his type of education system today that the British bequeathed to all of us, the education system is designed to make you worldly, materialistic. But you are only, I showed you now, better go to school. Why? You will get education. Why? You will get a good job. Why? You will get plenty money. Why? When you get money, you will be happy. That ever true? Rich people happy? But you have to be joking, man. Rich people are no happier than poor people. In fact, the poor man, he might be 10 times more happy. Let me tell you a nice story. An American businessman, he gone in India, in the state of Maharashtra, near the ocean there, and he see a Maharashtrian fisherman, he take his net and he throw it so, and he catch 5 fish and he put the fish in the basket, and he have a coconut tree there, he gone to sleep under the coconut tree. So the American businessman say, hey, what you do? What is this? You throw the net only one time and you catch 5 fish and you go to sleep? He said, yeah, what I should do? He said, throw the net a few more times. You'll catch more fish. So the fisherman said, then what? He said, when you catch more fish, you could sell more fish to the village. He said, then what? When you sell more fish, you could buy a second net. He said, but I could only throw 1 net. He said, no, you hire a next man in the village, he could also throw net for you. He said, then what? He said, then 2 all together, you'll catch so much of fish. Oh, then what? Then you could sell to the next village too. Then what? Then, when you could sell so much of fish, you could buy a 3rd net and a 4th net and hire a 3rd man and a 4th man. Then what? Then you could buy a trawler. You go out, Then what? After you buy a trawler, you could start thinking about canning fish, put fish in can. Open a little factory in the village. Put fish in can. They could send to the whole country, it could last long in the can. Then what? Then you could start exporting. Then what? Then you could build a bigger factory. Then what? Then you will make a big bank account, man. You got plenty money. Then what? Then you build a big mansion. Then what? Then you get married. Then what? Then you have 1, 2, 3 little munna running about and thing. Then what? Then you could relax. He says, what do you think I'm doing now? All that thing, let me tell you something. When he have factory and workers and secretary and CEO and union and the workers and them strike and the factory shut down and you have to pay this bill and that bill and from abroad they're sending the currency because they can't get no US dollars because he exporting there, right? All kind of thing. That time he go relax. That ever possible? But this philosophy of Western education is when you get a lot of money, you go be happy. That is total delusion. Vimood, ha. So from the top, from the professor coming down, right down to the last one, vimood, ha. Because you hope everyone is subscribing to this flawed philosophical view that when you get money, you will become happy. People always put their happiness in some other thing, other place, another time. Desha Kala Vastu. We put our happiness in Desh Kala Vastu. Desh Kala Vastu means what? You say, well, Desh means what? In Trinidad, me happy na man. I go in Toronto. When I go there, I go be happy. When he go there and one winter take him. You know how many people in Toronto that tell me, Swamiji, you know, I really don't know what I do in here, you know. Minus 35 degrees wind chill factor. And he walk in there, when you spit, he go ping. When he hit the ground, that freeze right, I'm hitting the ground there. Me and some people just tell me that. I don't know where people that tell me all them things for. So I go tell you, yeah. They tell me all that so that when I come here, I go. Anyway, so, yes. So, Desh means the space. This space, that space. When I go there, I go be more happy. Everybody thinks when I move from Las Lomas and I go Cuba, I go be happy. But the same person we're going. Las Lomas didn't move. You will move now, you go with your mind, same mind. So if you have bad mind here and you go Cuba, you get good mind. The same man move. So, Desh. Kal means we put happiness in different time also. Means, you know, when I go from high school to university, I go be happy. That time now, when I get bigger, everybody when they get bigger, I go be happy. That's why little children, they want to grow up fast, and they're dressing up like the mother and father and thing, and they want to become big. You want to go big school. When you go in private, long time, it's a big school. And then the preschool, you want to go big school. When you go there, you want to go to the next one. You always want to get big. I mean, here they reach some age now, they want to get small now. You want to go back in time. Human being. Time, that's called Kal. And the other one is called Vastu. When I get this object, I will be happy. When I get that object, I will be happy. When I get the other object, I will be happy. So he put his happiness in some object. Some place, some time, or some object. Desha Kala Vastu. Look here. Our happiness is inside. We'll get it here. He's called a Jnana Chakshu. The one who has that wisdom, eye of wisdom, he knows his happiness is right here now inside. Here running all over the world. And he is able to see, in the first line, it says, Utkramantam stitam vapi, bhunjanam vagunanvitam. He knows that the jiva, who is a fraction of Ishvara, this jiva is sitting inside. And now he is leaving, now he has entered, or now he is enjoying. The jiva, who is fraction of Ishvara, he is enjoying. So he is able to see all things that are going on in his own bosom well. Otherwise, we don't pay attention. We don't know what is happening inside our own mind. That's why we go by a psychiatrist to find out. One man gone by a psychiatrist. He tell his psychiatrist, he say, Doctor, my mind real disturbed. The doctor said, why? He said, I come to find out from you. Your mind disturbed, are you going to find out from? From he. That disturbed he mind now. That's why psychiatrists had gone to see a next psychiatrist. But this one who was through the Shastras, through the study of scriptures, being in satsang regularly and through a systematic study of the scriptural law, this person has come to develop this eye of wisdom, and he's able to see the machinations of his own mind and all his senses and everything, and he becomes a very good witness. Utkramantam stitam vapi bhunjanam vagunanvitam. Whether this jiva is in association with the gunas, whether this jiva is enjoying something, whether the jiva is staying in the body, whether the jiva is about to leave, or Utkramantam, leaving, staying. He is able to figure out all of these things through the study of the Shastras. And so, he doesn't have this misery like the worldly person has. But the worldly person, vimodhaha, nanu pashyanti. He doesn't see any of this. And so, he is miserable like anything. In the next verse also, yatanto yoginash chainam yoginaha cha enam pashyanti atmani avasthitam. Those yogis who are yatantaha. Yatantaha means self-controlled. Disciplined. See, all of these words are so important in spirituality. A spiritual person is always disciplined. But he has to get up at this particular time. He has to do this puja or do this ritual or do this meditation or do. That is discipline. How we live? One day we do, one day we don't do. And then we slip down the slippery slope. And then we leave it out for a whole year. And then we catch ourselves. I start to do some japa, I'll leave out that thing. You even know when you leave it out. No discipline. Strict discipline has to be yatantaha. So those yogis who have this strict discipline, they see in their own self, or they see their own self dwelling in Atma, in Paramatma, in God. I know that I dwell in God. I am one with God. That they see that. And what about the others who don't yatantaha? Some people who try also. Api akritatmanaha na enam pashyanti chetasaha achetasaha. Those who are of little achetasaha means little intellect, little intelligence. Those are of little intelligence or lesser intelligence, and who are akritatmanaha, those who have not done all of this sadhana, discipline, spiritual practice. We don't do. And you know what the problem with people who don't do? They still want a result. The man who doing, he getting the result. And the next man, he are doing, but he still want the result. But look at this thing. This human being, I tell you. So, even though they may find themselves now and then in a little satsang and all that kind of thing, they really don't put any effort. They don't discipline themselves. They don't follow the shastras. Such people, they remain worldly only. So don't let the presence of a person in a spiritual environment fool you. But I'm not talking about that. Your presence in a spiritual environment is not the test. Is how much of, you see the words he gives here, yatantaha, how much of control and mastery we have over the senses and the mind, right? That's the first thing. Then, how much of effort I make to become a yogi, because yogi, how word is given there. How much of shastra adhyayan I do, study of the scriptures, and how much of it I practice. That is what the mark. Not that every day going satsang, and he put on kurta and thing and going too. He put on nice kurta and every day going satsang. There are people like that. I know one man who is going satsang because, and anyway he has satsang, because he have no job, he don't want a job, and going satsang is the only way for him to get food for his whole life. So like he go come here tonight, right? He go come in the satsang here tonight, so he get his dinner here. But when he leave in every satsang, he carry in a bag. Because they call it, takari means to carry. So he walking with the bag. So that for the next day, until the evening he go to, that's an easy way to live or not? So when you see right? He go put on the mala and thing. And he go in and sit down like a real pandit. But he is not, no shastra dhyan, no spirituality, no nothing. He just using that as a front to make a living. He just living through that. So no work, nothing. He is actually a very shrewd beggar. A shrewd and cunning beggar. That is riding upon the credulity of ordinary people. But because when you see the mala, and he go no mala, and when he come in, when he reach the satsang, he put on the mala. When he reach there, then he go put on that mala. When he come in the taxi and he has no mala and thing. Not taxi, you don't take no taxi to it, get a ride. It has. Now see, if a person doesn't know, they see this man with his mala and think every night in the satsang, but wait, this man's a real spiritual man, boy. And he went kurtaning, you know. They go say, well, and he in Gita lecture every day, he must be real advanced. But you wouldn't know. So Bhagavan not looking at that. Bhagavan looking at how much of discipline, spiritual discipline and sadhana we have engaged ourselves in. And that's what is being spoken about here, okay? Very, very important thing. Yatanto pyakrita atmanaha na enam pashyanti achetasaha. They will never be able to see the reality of God which is being spoken about. Bhagavan now tells about his omnipresence. This Bhagavad Gita is said also is a mini Bhagavad Gita. This 15th chapter is a mini Bhagavad Gita all by itself. Chapter 15. If you study well, you'll get the essence of whole of Bhagavad Gita. This omnipresence, the all-pervasiveness of God is mentioned, started to be mentioned in the 7th chapter, picked up in the 9th chapter, and then completed in the 10th chapter. The all-pervasiveness of God. But here in the 15th chapter, he just gives a little snippet of that. That's because 15th chapter is a kind of summary of the whole Gita in a short form. Very brief and succinct presentation of all of Bhagavad Gita. The all-pervasiveness of Bhagavan is given in this verse. See how nice. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Pushnami chaushadhi sarva somo bhutvar satmakah. Yadadityagatam tejaha, the light, brilliance, brightness which is there in the Aditya. Aditya means sun. Aditya, many people put their child's name, sun. Aditya. Aditya varnam tamasa parastat, same word is used in 8th chapter. So the brilliance which is there in the sun, jagat bhasayate khilam, that brightens up this whole world. See, one sun. Look how many bulbs we have to light here to get this little place bright, right? Look how many bulbs. And still we're just behind the wall dark. And then one sun rises in the morning. The whole earth gets bright with one stroke. Now that brilliance, akhilam jagat bhasayate. It light brightens up the whole world. Then yat chandramasi, yatcha agnav. And the light which is there in Chandra. Chandra means Chandramasi, in the moon. The light which is there in the moon. And Yatcha Agnav, and the light which is there in the fire. He says, Tat Tejo, all that brightness and brilliance in all of these bodies, Vidhi, you understand. The Mamakam is mine. Bhagavan said that light of the sun, light of the moon, light of the fire, all light which we know, light of the Antek too. All light which we know is my light. All the light comes from Bhagavan. And light in our tradition symbolizes the intelligence. It symbolizes consciousness, awareness and all that, right? So if anybody is very bright, you see, that's where the word comes from. Bright, from our tradition only, it belongs to the Upanishad. Anybody is very bright, then we call him Tejo Mayananda. See, have you heard our Guruji's name is Tejomayananda. So, that Tejo means he is red, brilliant. So, Bhagavan says, I am, that light is mine. Mamakam. Mamakam means mine, literally. Then, Gama Vishacha Bhutani Dharayami Aham Ojasaha. Ojasaha. He means, I, Avishya Gam. Gam means the earth. That means there is 7 case of earth. I have entered the earth and all bhutas, all beings. So not only am I in the earth, but I am in all beings. I am in everything. And dharayami, by my power, ojasa. Ojasa means power. By my power, I dharayami, I uphold all things, all bhutas and the earth itself. So it is the Lord who is sustaining everything. And not sustaining, it is like the threads sustain this kerchief by being the kerchief. This is a handkerchief, right? So the threads, they support this kerchief by being the kerchief. It's not that they, like this pillar supporting this roof here. The pillar is not the roof. He is just supporting the roof. So the pillar is different and the roof is different. So when in Bhagavad Gita we say, Dharayami, I support. I sustain, support. It's not that type of sustain like this pillar and this roof. He sustains, the thread sustains the kerchief by being the kerchief. And the very same way, Bhagavan sustained this whole universe by being the universe. That is the difference. Pushnami chaushadi sarvaha somo bhutva rasatmakaha. And also, I sustain all by being what? Nourish all. Pushnami means I nourish. I nourish all beings and things in this world. By doing what? By being Soma. Now what is Soma? Soma means actually sap. Soma also means moon. 2 meanings are there. Now let me tell you something. Don't make joke with this Bhagavad Gita at all. Those of you who go to the forest, you will know. We have a lodge in the forest here, not very far from this side. When you're going up to Valencia, up inside, and we go there regularly. Deep forest, deep, ghor jungle. There are certain phases of the moon, invariably, trees will fall over the path where we have to pass. So every time we go there, we have a chainsaw. Because we know there are going to be trees across the path. And why it happens, in that phase of the moon, the trees suck up more sap. And so the top of the trees get heavier because it is taking up more sap. And since the top get heavier, the trees and them does topple over. And just now the top topple over. Yeah. Just now we came from there. I came out from there only a few days ago. For this yajna only. And I'll still be there. So, and this phase of the moon was not there. Not one single tree fall. The place clean. So the effect of the moon and sap in trees, it is well known that there is a connection. In certain phase of the moon, that's why I say you have to plant in a certain time and that kind of thing. Cut trees in a certain time. So when the sap is less and you cut the tree that time, the tree survive longer like that. Otherwise the weevil come to eat the sap. What do you call it? Not a weevil. What do you call it? Termite. So they cut it at a certain time. So the moon and the amount of sap in that tree, they are connected. In this verse here, Bhagavan, this word Soma is translated as moon and also translated as sap. The word Soma. Now, you think science now find out this just the other day. Science find out this just the other day. But our rishis, who are these great scientists, they found out this thing. In fact, Bhagavan tell it to Vivaswan. Long time. Vivaswan knew. In 4th chapter he tells. I told it to Vivaswan in the beginning. So the Hindus knew this thing from thousands and thousands of years. So Bhagavan says, I am that moon and I am the sap in the tree. And if that sap is not there in the tree is going to die. If the tree dies, no food, because where you go eat? Ice? And drink seawater? No, Swamiji, if it have no plants and trees, I go eat animal. So where them does eat? They eat plant also. The whole food chain is connected to plants. Even in the sea, the little fish eat plankton. The big fish eat the little fish. But the whole thing started again from plants. So, the Lord says, I am there as the sap in all plants. Means the life in this, because if the sap gone, the tree gone. I am there, the life in all plants, sustaining the whole world. Now see, Bhagavan first talk about the sun and the moon and all that. So he talk about far things outside. I am there, I am that also. Right? Then now he talk about the earth itself and the plants, that near thing. Right? Now he comes even nearer. See the next verse now. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Prapana Samayuktah Pachamyannam Chaturvidham.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama.
Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki jai. This is a very famous verse. There are two verses which we chant traditionally before meals. Two verses. If you don't want to chant the whole 15th chapter, they chant this verse and another verse from the 4th chapter. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamashritah Pranapana Samayuktah Pachamyannam Chaturvidam Brahmarpanam Brahma Vihi Brahmagno Brahmanahutam Brahmaivatena Gantavyam Brahma Karma Samadhina. From 4th chapter. These two verses. Why? Because this verse relates directly to eating and digestion. Eating and digestion. Bhagavan says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. See, I was telling you just now, first he talked about his sun, which is outside. Then the earth, which is close by. Now he's talking about his body. And which part of the body? It's the belly. Because that's the part that everybody like the most. Everybody like their belly. They say when you want to get to a man's heart, you go through belly. Because he like his belly the most. And nowadays you have to be careful. You have to tighten your belt. So one man said, my belt has no more hole. Oh, I got to tighten again now. I can't tighten nothing. Anyway, so Bhagavan said, now see, listen to the verse. Very famous verse, very nice verse also. He says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ashritah. I have become Bhagavan himself is saying, I have become Vaishwanara and I am there in the body of all beings inside. Right? Vaishwanara means the fire of digestion. Vaishwanara is the fire of digestion. And do you know, see, how all of these words are put so nicely together? You please just see. I remember in Form 3 biology class. Form 3 only, That time, they don't teach me in biology class already that for proper digestion to be there, heat must be there. If cold, that's why in Hinduism, in Ayurveda, they say you should never consume anything cold. That stultifies the whole digestive process. Should never consume anything cold. That is why in India, even today, in hot 40 degrees Celsius, people still drinking hot tea. You have to go and see that. The place is hot, man, everybody's sweating and it's hot chai down the road. And in this part of the world, we're only drinking all kind of thing cold. Now what has happened? When the food is not digested properly because of all these cold things we're drinking, the body does take those undigested thing and stash them all about. And that's how people have obesity, overweight, all kind of things. But the body is very good at stashing. Human beings are very good at stashing. They're innate, yeah. You have stash all kind of thing all about. So the body have that intelligence also. So this thing not digested properly, cannot be metabolized properly, the body stash him somewhere. And it's not digested properly. Why? Because we're not following the proper rules. The Vaishwana, the heat or the fire of digestion, is every time he try to pee head out, we give him a Coca-Cola inside every time. Vaishwanara. Cold, all kind of cold thing. So, the Ayurveda, we should never, because the digestive fire is hot. It's actually called fire. You see? No. Bhagavan says, please listen to his words. I am the one who has become that fire. And I am there in your stomach. Prana pana samayuktaha. Using prana and apana. Prana is energy. Using the energy of this body, because everybody's body have different amount of energy. Some people weaker, some people stronger. So he's using the energy. Bhagavan says, I am there as the Vaishwanara, using the energy of the body and apana. And the physiological functions of the body. And what am I doing? Pachami annam, digesting food. He said, digesting the food in the stomach. And what type of food? He says here, chaturvidham, the 4 type of food. Chatur means 4. Chaturvidham means 4 types of annam. Annam means food. 4 type of food? But we know 1 million type of food. No. Bhagavan says, all the food fall into 4 categories only. So 1, that you chew. Like a train. Chew. So 1 type of food is chew. Bhaksham, Bhagavan Shankaracharya, Bhashakat tells it. You chew it. Another type, you chew not, you swallow. They're like water. Or some soft drink or something. You just swallow. Where you chew? Just swallow it. A third type, that you suck, like ice cream and snow cone and whatever. Mangoes. In India, people they soften the mango, soft, and then boil a little hole in water. He's sucking. Sucking mango. Long time you hear people saying that. He's sucking mango. And then the last type we call licking. Lick, ice cream. So any food you could think about now, they had to fall in this 4. Tell the next one. Which next one it have? No next one. Any food you could. Pizza, first one. Bhakshyam. Eat, chew. It's some people, Some people swallow the whole thing. That's all. So Bhagavan, now see the amazing thing about this. Are bhai, we are Hindus, right? And let me tell you where Hindu Rasi. You tell him, hey bhai, come, let me go satsang day tonight. It has satsang in last Lomas day, Boy Cato Road. No, boy, no, I can't go satsang. I eat meat today. You tell him, go temple. He said, I can't go, I eat meat today. You eat the meat and the thing don't fall into Bhagavan's head. Because he said, I in his stomach digesting the food. It don't fall into Bhagavan's head. You hit him with that thing already and now he says, I can't go temple. You see how if you don't study Shastras and don't follow properly, your life will be rigged with contradictions. And these contradictions are called the cobwebs of spirituality. They have to be removed. For any spiritual advancement, all of these contradictions in our daily existence, they have to be eradicated, obliterated. We have millions of them. It's just that it is not brought to our attention. Because the level of the teaching has not increased or improved over the years. The level of the teaching has remained at 1. And a student is not supposed to be like, a student becomes stagnated when he's kept in his, if you 29 years he have and he still ain't under tree. One mother telling his son, get up son, you have to go to school. Here his son, no, I don't like that school. I'm not getting up. But you had to go to school. No, I don't like that place and nobody else likes me too. I'm not going. You must get up and go. Besides, you is the principal. He's the principal and he still had to wake you up. But he just like a child. So, the person has to keep advancing even in the school system. In spirituality, if you're just keeping at one level all your life, that means you haven't. Now see, this is why I'm telling you, because of this. If you have been doing this and saying, no, and I didn't fast, so I can't go in the temple, I can't go in the satsang because I didn't fast. That is useless to say that thing because you don't hit Bhagwan on the head with the thing already. So you have two choices then. Either you go to the satsang, you go to the temple, or you give up this thing. That middle part is a total contradiction in life. Why? Because you didn't study Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because nobody took you to the next level. Why you want to live a contradiction? So like this, I told there are so many contradictions in our life. Huh? You know many already. I just have to remind you. You know many. We go on saying Bhagwan is Sarvavyapi, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Siya Rama is Sarva Jagajani. Everything is the Lord. We go on saying that. Yet we go on killing animals, killing this, abusing that. The contradictions. You're slaughtering the Lord. Contradiction. So we have to see all of these cobwebs and root them out. So Bhagwan talked about, see, sun and moon and thing outside, then earth, then this body in the stomach. You think Bhagwan can get closer? He getting closer than that too. See the next verse now. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha.
Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha.
Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha.
Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha.
Vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyaha.
Vedaischa sarvairahameva vedyaha.
Vedanta krit veda videva chaham.
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 Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha. You see, the stomach is still the physical part of the being, So he came to this body and the most important part. But now he said, I am at the very root of every single being. Sarvasya, all being. I am at the heart of all beings and things. In the very core of your being, Bhagwan is there also, the very deepest part of the being. Hridi means the core of our being. Where we could go deeper than that? And this morning I put 4 o'clock in the morning and that nice thought came to me. And I get up and put it on social media, on Facebook, quickly. What is that? Brahman. Up close and impersonal. Baba put a nice reply to that. Closer than close. That is Bhagwan. Brahman, the absolute reality. Closer than close. The closest thing to our being. So close that he is us. So he says, Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishta. I am there, lodged in the very root of your very being. That is the meaning of the phrase. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. From me comes, Bhagwan says, from him, Lord, from that reality, him we are using just, these are the words we have at our disposal. From that reality comes smriti. Smriti means memory. See the next word, jnanam, knowledge. From Bhagwan comes memory, knowledge, and apohanam cha. Apohanam means the loss of memory. Loss of memory. So from Bhagwan comes memory. Only because Bhagwan is there we remember. Because he, when you're doing something on your computer, right? There must be some hard drive in the back there that is storing everything that you are doing. Suppose you could just type on the screen and you just have RAM, you're using RAM, but you have nothing to store. Then when you finish, you lose everything. But you see in us now, how we remember? Because Bhagavan is the hard drive behind. Whatever we are doing, whatever we are engaging in, whatever things we are talking about and ruminating and pondering and all that is being stored because only Bhagavan is there. He is the hard drive. Everything come and go, but the hard drive remains. So he says here, because I am there, you remember things. Then he said, because I am there, you get knowledge. Bhagavan is the one who divulges all knowledge. But see the next one. Because he is there, we forget all things. What? But nobody want to forget. People want to remember. Please, I told you, in this world, everything has some value. In this universe, everything has some value. You have to learn the art of seeing the value in that thing. Take the value, take what is good and leave the rest. But everything has value. And there is great value in forgetfulness. Because people don't want to forget, they just suffer like anything. Especially the past. The best thing is to forget the past because you can't do nothing about who could do anything about the past. Forget it like it never existed even. One fella telling the next fella, you see, anytime me and my wife have a quarrel, she does get historical. He say, you mean hysterical? He said, no, historical. She will bring up all the past thing all over happened donkey years. Historical. But that could cause a lot of trouble there. Best thing is to forget everything of the past. And you can't do nothing about it. That's a blessing. If you forget the past, that's a blessing, eh? If anybody who does forget fast, God bless them. One man gone by a doctor. He said, Doc, I have a real bad problem. Really? What's your problem? He said, I'm forgetting everything fast. The doctor said, all right, before I check you, you pay me first. Eh? Pay me, because what happened? He go forget that he pay, he go forget to pay and all. You pay me first. So then the doctor say, how long you having this problem? He said, what problem? Don't forget that too. But I'll show you how forgetfulness is a blessing. If you never used to forget, there would have been an overload on your brain. And your brain would have blown up. I'm telling you. I'll tell you the truth. You see, I was born in 1964. I would have remembered everything I ate for breakfast from 1964 until 2016. I would have remembered everything I eat for breakfast. And what was the color of the plate I eat in. I would have remembered everything I eat for lunch, everything I eat for dinner, and which day I missed the lunch, and which day I remember every single, how much chewing I do? 25 times I chewed up. And I chew on my right side and on my left side, and who gave me the food, and who cooked the food, and which chair I was sitting on, which table I was sitting. You want to remember all that? You have an overload in your brain. So Bhagavan bless you or not? Bless you. You don't remember when your grandmother dead, grandfather dead, that one dead, the other one dead, and how you would cry, and you go and start to cry again. The Lord bless me. So, past and all such things. So Bhagavan says, I am that loss of memory also. And because of me you forget, which is a blessing. Then, Veda is Shasarve, Hameva Vedyaha. In all the Vedas, he says, I am the thing to be known. It's just that, and that's why I told in the beginning. Vedas, Upanishad, Gita, Ramayana, scriptures, they are not meant for any other thing. They are meant for, he says, to know me. Vedyaha means that which ought to be known. In English, how much word you have to use to say Vedya? In English, see how many words? The word Vedya in Sanskrit here. Vedya means that which ought to be known. And in Sanskrit, you say that in one word. Vedyam. Pavitram Omkara, we saw that also in 8th chapter. But here again it comes. So, I am the thing to be known through all the Vedas, all the Shastras and all. Vedanta Krit. I am the one who is the maker of all this Upanishadic knowledge. And not only that, Veda Videva Chaham. And I am the only one who know it thoroughly also. I know it. I made it, I know it. And I am the thing to be known. Bhagavan is saying. I am the one thing to be known from Shastras. Okay. What a wonderful lineup of things that he learned. So the deepest thing, which is the absolute reality, which ought to be known, there is where he stops. I am supposed to know the self, which is of the nature of Sat, Chit, Ananda. Now, from next verse, he changes the topic. And we shall see that tomorrow. Enough topic for today. Okay. So, a few things are happening. Tomorrow, Gow Daan. Tomorrow is Gow Daan, eh? 9 o'clock. On the 30th of May, we have our tea party at the ashram. And then, in July, we have classes for children for a whole month, starting in July 18th. You have to bring the child 8 o'clock in the morning and pick them up at 4 o'clock. And parents bring their children from far places, eh? Pandit Das is to bring his children, Reshma, I saw Reshma here today. So bring them from St. Joseph Marcus to school in Kuva. Dedication. And today I spoke about parenting. When parents are not committed to parenting, we have what we have today. You go to the prison, all the people in prison are young people. Young people whose parents did not pay heed. So, that parenting is very important. So we are assisting in that also. So the classes are there. You have to bring them in the morning at 8 o'clock and pick them up at 4 o'clock. 1 month we'll keep them there for. Okay. Then Swami Nikhilanand Ji is coming to teach a Dharma Sevak course, 1 month course. You have to come and stay in the ashram for that also. Staying for that. For the whole 1 month. He's coming from New Delhi. And Brahmacharya Sia is coming from Brazil. A Brazilian girl went to our Mumbai ashram and studied, and she is now in Brazil. She is coming also. Swamiji and Sia. Her name is Sia. Caucasian Brazilian girl. So she will assist Swamiji in that course. Alright. Then in November we have the 2-year Vedanta course. For that the requirement is you have to be under 30 and you have to have a university degree. Okay. Alright. Before we have the Aarti, 2 things I'll do. I'll chant just a small mantra for Pandit and Mrs. Vishnudat Maharaj for their anniversary, 59 years. And after that, we will have Lalchand ji 1 bhajan, और उसके बाद आरती होगी. Please join if you know this mantra. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः Bhadram Pashye Makshbhiryajtraः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवाग्ंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम. We wish you many more years of happy living together, exemplary citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. This is the type of citizens we need. Trailblazers. Okay. ठीक है. अब एक भजन होगा और आरती.
कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहारम सदा वसंतम हृदयारविंदे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। हे त्रिपुरारी हे गंगाधारी भोले शंकर भक्तरमा भक्त सहाय कैलाश निवासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी अखिया दर्शन के प्यासी हे त्रिपुरारी हे गंगाधारी भोले शंकर भक्तरमा भक्त सहाय कैलाश निवासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी अखिया दर्शन के प्यासी हे त्रिपुरारी गंगाधारी। नित्य प्रति जो भोले बाबा को ध्यावे नित्य प्रति जो भोले बाबा को ध्यावे मंदिर में उनका ध्यान लगाते पुष्प चढ़ाते भजन है गाते तेरे शंकर सुन लो पुकार करो कल्याण है कैलाश निवासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी अखिया दर्शन के प्यासी हे त्रिपुरारी हे गंगाधारी भोले शंकर भस्मरमा भक्त सहाय कैलाश निवासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी अखिया दर्शन के प्यासी हे त्रिपुरारी गंगाधारी। संकट में जब भक्त पुकारे संकट में जब भक्त पुकारे पावन तेरा नाम उचारे संकट हरते हे सबके दीनेश्वर करी कल्याण रूप महान हो और वरदानी है तेरे भक्त विलासी अखिया दर्शन के प्यासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी हे त्रिपुरारी हे गंगाधारी भोले शंकर भस्मरमा भक्त सहाय कैलाश निवासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी हे त्रिपुरारी गंगाधारी। नेह के भक्ति तेरे चरणों में अर्पण नेह के भक्ति तेरे चरणों में अर्पण ध्यान में तेरे रहे तूबा मेरा मन हे शिव शंकर मुझको तो निर्मल भक्ति कावल करो कल्याण रूप महान हो और घरदानी हे त्रिपुरारी हे गंगाधारी भोले शंकर भस्मरमा भक्त सहाय कैलाश निवासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी दिखाओ छवि अविनाशी है तेरे भक्त विलासी हे त्रिपुरारी हे गंगा तेरे भक्त विलासी, अखिया दर्शन के प्यासी, हे त्रिपुरारी गंगाधारी।
उमापति महादेव की जय। पूर्णाहुति और आरती के लिए खड़े हो जाइए। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते सर्वं वै पूर्णं स्वाहा। ओम जय भगवद गीते मैया जय भगवद गीते हरि कमल विहारिणी हरि कमल विहारिणी सुंदर सुपुनीते। ओम जय भगवद गीते धर्म सुमर्म प्रकाशिनी कामा शक्ति हरा मैया तत्व ज्ञान विकासिनी विद्या ब्रह्म परा। निश्चल भक्ति विधाय निर्मल मलहारी मैया शरण रहस्य प्रदायिनी भवभयहारिणी तारिणी परमानंद प्रदा। आसुर भाव विनाशिनी नाशिनी तम रजनी मैया दैवी सद्गुणदायिनी हरि रसिका सजनी समता त्याग सिखावनी हरि मुख की बानी मैया सकल शास्त्र की स्वामी श्रुतियों की रानी दया सुधा बरसावनी मातु कृपा की जय मैया हरि पद प्रेम दान कर अपनों कर ली जय। नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं मंगलायतनो हरिः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हरि ओम तत्सत प्लीज ऑल सिट I want to tell you a very moving story of a very wonderful lady who passed away this morning. Swamini Atmananda, if you all know her, she dropped the body this morning. Swamini Atmananda has come a very long way on the spiritual path. Swamini Atmananda's entire family deserted this religion and they tried their whole life, the whole family together tried their whole life to take her away from Sanatana Dharma, and they all failed. Swamini Atmananda took sannyas several years ago and became Swamini Atmananda. She was originally from California in Central. And she held on to the Sanatana Dharma in the face of all opposition from her children, grandchildren, all siblings and everybody. And so Trinidad and Tobago has lost a very great, wonderful soul. She's a very sweet lady who just shared love wherever she went. I don't know about the funeral details and all that kind of thing, but for sannyasis, there's no funeral. For sannyasis, you go there and sing bhajana thing and just go and cremate the body. There's nothing. There's no pinda, no, we don't do anything. Put on the body 5 times. Because for sannyasis, when they get sannyas, when they take this collar clothes, that time itself shroud done. All shroud and everything done. So there's nothing for sannyasis. She have a very simple send-off. Maybe tomorrow or the next day you all can look out for the she was last living in Roystonia in Cuba. So many of you might be knowing her. All right. Hari Om Tat Sat. Please invite your friends and neighbors and relatives. We'll see tomorrow.